like a boss.
What's up, ladies? My name is Alex from MindfulAttraction 2.0, and today we're going to be talking about what to do when a guy doesn't text you back. So these are, you could say they're kind of manipulative, but the reason why they're tricks is because it enables you to know if they like you or not. You see, so you don't waste your time with the person. You know, because time is the most valuable currency. So what can you do when a guy doesn't text you back? This is the way I like to see it. You can either find out if he likes you, or you can find out if he doesn't like you, which will eventually help you and save you more time in the long term, so you can focus.
Or you can just leave him alone.
On more important things, right? We're not trying to attract him through text messaging. We're just trying to find out if he actually likes us and what's the deal. So that's what we're gonna get out of him, right? In a way that's not as forceful, okay? Through making him choose an ultimatum, and it really works because again, like, you're not trying to attract him. You're just finding out the buying temperature. Okay, so this is what you can do. One, you can text him, "We don't have to hang out," or you can delete his number. I like sending this text message because if they agree, it meant that okay, he wasn't interested.
No.
You just saved yourself time and energy.
Two problems with what he just said. Number one, he said we're gonna not be forceful but choose them to pick an ultimatum. Making someone pick an ultimatum is quite literally the definition of being forceful. Number two, never text a guy saying you can delete my number. It's emotionally, it's impulsive, it's emotional, it's needy, it's low value, and I disagree with the premise of his point, which is he's saying if they respond, you're forcing their hand. He's saying you're not sending this text to raise their attraction, you're sending this text to force their hand for them to tell you if they like you or not. Well, I disagree on that point too. If I saw a girl as just a friend and she liked me in a non-platonic way, and she texted me saying you can delete my number, I very well may ask, saying like, no, what do you mean? Why do you want me to delete your number? Because I'm wondering why she wants me to delete her number, or because I want to keep her around as a friend, or even if I was a bad guy, because I want to use her. Me responding to her saying you can delete my number does not equate to me liking her or me having some kind of non-platonic interest to her at all.
But sometimes we don't want to do that because we are so optimistic and we want them to like us. So if you don't want to do that, that means you're being needy. Remember that. The facts are in your face. Face them. Or you can delete this number because, again, it's the same thing. Like, you're telling them, look, you can delete this number, but we can meet up. What's going on? Do you have something in mind, or are you just leading me on? Okay, so that's what's gonna happen. So you're gonna get to the truth immediately with that text, and it's very simple. A lot of times when a guy says, "Oh, don't what's going on? What happened?" That meant that he's actually interested.
No, it doesn't.
And from that point on, because he felt that he could lose you, he's gonna invest a little bit more to regain your trust. You see, because you're gonna say, why you want me to delete the number? You're gonna say, look, man, like, I don't want to bother you. You seem like, you're busy or whatnot. You don't seem interested. I don't like bugging guys, And as a result, a guy will have to justify that he's interested. So he's gonna qualify himself to you, and that increases attraction.
Mm-hmm.
The mere fact that he felt that
a guy qualifying himself and justifying himself to you does increase attraction because they're building a narrative in their head of them qualifying themselves, justifying themselves, which increases attraction. However, that's not permanent attraction. Permanent, sustainable, long-term attraction is created, if we're on the topic of qualification, from consistent qualification, from a narrative in the relationship of you two being painted of them always qualifying themselves. It needs to be something that's done consistently, or at least on quite a few occasions, for the qualification to actually build legitimate attraction. Someone justifying or qualifying themselves as to why you shouldn't delete their number, that one-off event is not going to create attraction. Maybe in the moment it creates a bit of attraction, right? But it's not something that's consistent, certainly. I mean, you can't possibly think you can send one text to a guy and instantly get them to start qualifying themselves and then they're attracted to you. But I get what Dalexis is saying. He's saying we're not sending this text to get them to be attracted to us. We're trying to find out if they're attracted to us. But I disagree with that point as well.
He's going to lose you, okay? And the other thing that you could do, which is hard, but it will show you if the guy actually likes you, is not responding. Just don't respond. Just delete his number, and if he texts you, you could just say, you could just give him the, who's this? Who's this?
I like that.
You gotta tell him, well, you deleted my number. You gotta say, oh, I have a new phone, I don't know whose phone this is. Or you could just say, yeah, like, you didn't respond to me. Now, don't forget that when the guy texts you back after you not texting him back, you have to reward him. So be nice to him, ask questions, just give him, reward him with your attention and your desire to meet up with him, right? Because a guy will text, it takes a lot of ego for a guy to text you after you haven't responded to him, and it takes a lot of attraction for a guy to do that. So you have to show him, hey, look, I still like you. So make sure to go a little bit out of your way to show attraction, because right now this is so fucked up, but you're training him to show attraction, So next time if he tries to act aloof and like he doesn't like you, guess what? He's gonna say, damn, the last time she deleted my fucking number. So if he really likes you, he's gonna think about his actions next time. Again, I don't like it because it happened to me as well.
I agree with the last part of what Dalexis says. You positively enforce good behavior, you negatively enforce bad behavior. Therefore, if someone has double texted you, you want to positively enforce that with asking them questions or treating them well or showing them a good side of you, because you're enforcing that behavior and you're kind of conditioning that behavior into occurring again. So excellent. But please never text a guy saying delete my number. Never text a guy saying, oh, I assume you don't want to meet them. The best and most organic, sustainable way to make a guy chase you or make a guy text you is to leave them alone. That which inundates us with its presence, value lowers. It becomes more common. That which gives us space, its value rises. Okay, and it makes us wonder about it. Our curiosity rises simultaneously, and our attraction level rises. If curiosity level rises of something not being around, and us thinking about that rises, another thing that rises too is the positive memories. You'll notice that when something is gone for a long period of time, you tend to remember the positive memories, which is why when you've lost something, or you misplace something, you remember the positive things about it and you start forgetting the negative things about it. It's the same thing with this. The best way to get them to reach out to you or for them to show if they're attracted to you is to leave them alone. Leave them alone. Focus on what you're doing. Put it up on your social media if you want to. Let them see you're busy. You don't give a shit. They're not contacting you and you're busy with other things. And they're more likely to contact you that way. Okay, that's more organic. That's more sustainable. The other way of the Dalexis is suggesting is them being reactive. They're only responding to you out of a reaction because you're being low value and needy and saying, oh, I'm gonna stop texting you. What's gonna happen next time they go quiet on you? You're gonna send them that text again? You're not going to be taken seriously then. This technique, it definitely shouldn't be something you use. On a side note, I really like Dalexis. Out of all the dating coaches on YouTube, him and Todd V are probably the ones I consistently agree with most of the time. Okay? I just really disagree with this video. Thank you.